Hello and what is going on, guys? Tomcat here, and in today's video we are back in Need for Speed taking another look at a speed list, which I wanted to specifically show you guys this one because I was using the Viper and this thing absolutely rocks. This thing destroyed this speed list. I'll go ahead and get it out of the way. We come in first at the end, and it's just a really, just a great speed list. Went really well, and I really wish you were able to hear the chatter that was going on when we were all playing this together. It was just absolutely amazing. The chemistry was going back and forth, and I wish I had a recording of the commentary that was going on, because we had, let's see, who did we have in the room? We had, in this race, anyway, we had, obviously me driving the Viper. We had Black Panther, we had GTA Wise Guy, we had, Let's Play Noob 05, we had, oh gosh, we had another guy, Straight Up Hippo. We had, I think we had one more too. I'm trying to remember right now, but just the chemistry in the room that was going on back and forth between us while we were playing, absolutely insane. Like I said, I wish I had a recording of it, but to put it into words for you guys, basically all out craziness. Just imagine all of us commentators in a room together, just playing Need for Speed, going at it. It was absolutely amazing. But the thing that made this speed list really fun was that everybody was super competitive, and everybody was actually driving really well too, apart from when I slid into a building, but we'll gloss over that. Everybody was driving really well. There was a lot of cool competition going on. I know I say driving really well as I'd hit a tree, but all in all, though, it was just one of those speed lists where all the races felt really authentic to how the game was meant to be played. Nobody was crashing out all over the place. It was just pure door-to-door racing the whole, well, not the whole time, but a lot of the time. A lot of the moments were really door-to-door, and it was super fun. Now, we're going to talk about Prestige Mode a little bit, because once you hit max rank now in Need for Speed with this update, you will now be able to Prestige. Now, what does Prestige Mode get you? Well, Prestige Mode, basically how it works is, once you get to the end of the story mode, you complete everything, and you get a call from an old friend that basically what you're going to be getting access to is some new events that are considerably more difficult. I mean, we're talking component parts before they patched it. I mean, we're talking about really difficult events that when you win, you're gonna be like, oh, I won this, wow, okay, I've won the event, I must be doing really well here, and you feel really accomplished when you win these events. These events are, like I said, they're very difficult, and they will be increasingly difficult the more you do. And it's a really cool, I think, a cool way to keep people playing, and especially people that have beaten the game, because a lot of people that have beaten the game are like, well, what do we do now? Well, here's what you do now. You got more events to do, and not only do you have more events to do, but you have some really tough, really tough events to do. And now, also, a couple of different things, actually, specifically to the hot rods, is that there are a couple of new visual modifications that you can do to the hot rods, and, or well, I should say the 32 hot rod, and I don't know, the thing is with that is, it's little details. They've been adding in all sorts of little tiny details and touches, and I really like that. I really like the fact that they've been focusing in and honing in on the little things, because the little things are what take a game like this, they continue to take a game like this up a few notches. And when you do that, you really see the dedication that they have behind this game, and that proves, well, first of all, it proves a lot of stuff about how, you know, everybody's like, oh, well, you know, it's just Need for Speed, blah, blah, blah. No, they're really into this game, and I've seen it firsthand. They are very dedicated to how this game plays out for you guys, the players, the fans of the series, and I really do applaud that. And I've been a Need for Speed fan for such a long time that it's really cool to see a game like this, especially a series like this, still going strong, considering the fact that I've been playing it since the 90s. So, and when you think about it, and I know some people are like, you've been playing it since the 90s? The hell is up with your voice then? But no, I get that comment a lot. And I think the only thing with that is, I don't know, sometimes voices are different than others. But if you are looking for a car that absolutely, and I know, weird segue, but if you're looking for a car, by the way, in Need for Speed, that absolutely walks people in sprint races, circuit races, anything grip-focused, grab yourself a Viper. Because this thing is an absolute beast. It's a freaking tank, really. It's a tank that runs rings around other people in terms of speed, but it also doesn't do too bad in the corners either. It's actually a really well-balanced car and does very, very well in this game. It's a very easy car to drive, predictable car to drive, and it puts its power down, man. This thing will squat down, and it'll light the rear tires up a little bit, but it will light them up for a second and hook and out of there. It is gone. And when you get it into a car that's like that, you start to make the Porsches and the Lamborghinis and the Ferraris a little worried. And that's what I've always loved about the Viper. It's always a sledgehammer in a world of, oh god, in a world of, I don't know. It's like, put it this way. It's like a sledge that's meant for splitting rocks in a world of ball-peen hammers. Let's just call it that. I know it's a weird analogy, but weird analogies are one of the things I do best. I'm sure long-term subscribers know that. But oh god. Speaking of certain events, well, not speaking of certain events in the game, but speaking of specific events, Horses for Courses is just one of those races that sometimes I do really well on, and sometimes I suck at it. I don't know why. It's just one of those races that you have to either be really focused, or you have to get really lucky with the traffic, because the traffic in this race, for some reason, always seems to be so freaking aggressive. Either so aggressive or heavy, but in this particular time I ran this race, everything went perfectly. Everything! I don't know, I'm trying to do Cross from Most Wanted, or is like, everyone! I don't know. Again, I'm having flashbacks to Need for Speed Most Wanted 05. God, I love that game. I'm trying to remember if there was a Viper in it. I think there, well, no, I don't know. I think there was. I haven't played that game in years. I remember doing a Let's Play of it. But, yeah, going through the biggest thing with this car is that it was set slightly to drift. Just slightly, though. So it had a little bit of progressive oversteer, but was very easy to catch, very easy to pick back up again. And once it picked back up, man, it was out of there. It flying. Absolutely flying. Not a problem whatsoever. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about something real life for just a second, because I know some of you guys have been asking me for more information on the FRS, and I got a couple of updates coming soon on the Jeep. The Jeep, there's been some iffy stuff happening with it, and that's why there hasn't been a video out about it. I know that the last video I made was saying that there was going to be some stuff that I was going to be releasing soon about it, and the Jeep, the more we dig into it, the more it's just becoming, that particular one probably isn't really going to be suited to this particular build that I was originally intending it for. So there may be some changes going on in the build or in the course of the build. I don't want that to create any weird speculation about like, oh my god, we're never going to see the Jeep again. But because that's most certainly not what it means. And there's definitely off-road stuff coming soon. The only reason why there hasn't been a lot of off-roading lately is because Jeep Guy's Jeep, who I normally go off-roading with, Jeep Guy's Jeep has, we're not sure if there's just a vacuum line that's fallen out of the four-wheel drive system, or if it's a busted transfer case. We're not sure, but the Jeep Guy YJ isn't exactly, I mean, it drives fine, you could drive it around, but you just can't use four-wheel drive. And when you can't use four-wheel drive, you can't go very many places on trails, especially in an open diff YJ. Especially in an open diff YJ, let me tell you. Let me tell you what, guys. Not really, I'm not bashing on YJs. I actually love YJs. YJs are some of my favorite Jeeps, but we are so far off topic now, I can't really even go any further. We're in a Need for Speed video talking about freaking Jeeps. How the hell do you get to that? But back to Need for Speed. Back to Need for Speed. The footage from the event that I went to record will be a lot of what's coming up very soon in Need for Speed, but I will also be doing some in-game, some gameplay from home, and in switching around with the gameplay from the event and the gameplay from home, you guys can tell me what you guys want to see more of, but I just did the most badass wall run that I've ever freaking seen in Need for Speed. Just went right up on the side, right around the corner, not an issue, and just keep going, like I can say with that Viper. But, dude, I need to upgrade the AC in this place. Again, I don't know why I'm going so, like, random directions all over the freaking place in this video, but whatever. Now, I do have a couple of invitations to go film some rock crawling, which I am actually very, wow, that was crap, but, that I'm really interested in getting filmed for you guys, because that is where we eventually plan to take the off-road build, and I'm going to get out and try and film some of that for you guys pretty dang soon, and we got some other events coming up in the FRS as well, which should be pretty fun. Now, quick little announcement about Caffeine and Octane. I probably won't be attending this, well, I actually shouldn't say probably, I won't be attending this next coming Caffeine and Octane because of a Subaru event that I'm going to drop in at and be there for a little while. I'm not going to be staying at the event, but I'm going to drop in and see what's up. It's called the Subaru Boxer Takeover. It's at the Tail of the Dragon. If any of you guys are going to be up there, give me a shout, let me know. But the thing is, we're not going to go to Caffeine and Octane this time, but the next time, we're doing Caffeine and Octane big. And I'm going to use this opportunity as the first time to let you guys know that it's going to be a full-out, full-on subscriber meetup. And we're going to be, if all goes to plan, the FRS and the Cummins should be there. The Cummins is actually in the shop right now. It's got a jacked-up wiring harness, and something's jacked up with one of the hubs and wheel bearings. But once those are done and ready, the Cummins will be back out and ready to go. Now, the only thing is, as long as we can get the Cummins and the FRS down there, I'm going to try and get 2 spaces right there, and I'm going to hang out right there the whole time, and, you know, meet some of you guys, see how, you know, just kind of talk to you guys, talk to my local subscribers in Atlanta, and I'm not local in Atlanta. I'm an hour and 40 minutes, 2 hours away, but when it comes down to it, a lot of you guys are in Atlanta, and it really does matter to me to keep in touch with you guys, so especially in person. So the next Caffeine and Octane is definitely going to be a big one, and we'll be down there, and with, hopefully, like I said, with both vehicles, maybe even a little surprise. We'll see, maybe not, I don't know, we'll see how that goes. But if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. And I will see you guys in the next one. I'm sorry I had to cut the last race short. Got a couple other things we got to do today. But just know we won. And I'll show you guys the ending screen of the speed list because I'm sure you guys want to see that. And again, hope you guys did enjoy. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later. You guys are awesome. See you guys soon.